Hey guys, we're back with the next episode of Sryth, online text-based game, text-based RPG. So on that little break I had there, I decided to just buy the two other skills, and also what I plan on buying is some stuff from Tally's, should be some specialty armor. I think it's about time that I do that before I go into the Merc and get the powers. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the blade square and hit the blue flank of the square and go to. Okay, that's not it. Oh, thanks for not approaching mysterious characters. Well, it has to be one of these. Yeah, this one. You move to the green door and rap on it loudly. Seconds later, a sound of series of latches begin undone, and you heard from the other side. Final latch has been fastened. The door swings slowly inward, revealing a small, dim interior lit by flickering lights of fire. The door promptly closes behind you, and a bent, hooded figure quickly sets up about fastening the many latches and hold it fast. "Nice to see you again, Ellison," said Veery, as the two of you proceeded to the common room at last known standing fully operational guild hall of the Adventures Collective. We're back in. So I go to the guild master and seek training. We're going with horsemanship, yes. I'm not gonna read this because we read this stuff. So 3,500 gold. Whew. But I'll take it. So wait, and then we're gonna do, let's see, training, of course. We want seamanship. And there you have it. I have plenty of gold, so it's fine. And I can get more gold. I mean, I think I've gotten everything else. So I got Arcane of Thievery and Horsemanship. I've got all the weaponry sub skills that I can buy anyway. Seamanship, Diplomacy, Woodmanship, Archery, Law, Unarmed Combat, Destruction Gating, Necromancy. I don't have Destruction or Elementalism. And they can't teach me Shadow Magic. Yeah, let's leave. Go to the city gates, and then what I want to do is visit Tally's. The interior of the coach proves to be most spacious and unexpectedly comfortable. Having settled in for the journey, you find yourself in a company of several other folk making their way to the trading post. Most of the fellow passengers briefly make your acquaintance, though a couple of them already have dozed off in anticipation of the lengthy ride. After making certain all aboard are ready, the driver flicks the reins and the horses lurch forward swiftly and effortlessly drawing the wagon towards its destination. The trip proves surprisingly restful and thankfully uneventful. As you and the others disembark outside the trading post, you bid farewell to the driver. Alright. You stand in the thick forest just west of Trithik, before Tally's famous trading post. Just north of the large wood, a stone structure sits the comparatively modest cottage that the renowned Richard calls home. Okay. You find Tally's hard work in a newly construction stone building, stacking boxes, putting up shelves, and taking care of several minor details, and his quick work in the structure forced him to initially neglect. Despite the apparent pressure of nature of his labors, the retired master adventurer seems happy to see his which offer you a steaming mug of palo. Tells you that he's just begun selling the Tome of Attainment. What is the Tome of Attainment? Ancient and mysterious magic book is believed to have created by a powerful goblin mage many centuries ago. It is also thought that several human spellcasters, most notably Huron, have since added their own enchantments to the legendary volume. The thick tome is covered in two pieces of oak bound together by loops of rugged rope. 5 square impressions have been carved into the tome's wooden cover, and the diamond formation surrounding the impressions is an elaborate engraving with a depiction of griffin, dragon, and blazing sun. The tome rewards its possessor for his and her accomplishment in her actions. The rewards and opportunities the tome provides to the bearer are many, but the full extent of the book's power is not likely to ever be known. Recently, with the help of unnamed accomplice, Telly has discovered a way to duplicate the volume. He has vowed, however, to only make the tome available to those adventurers he deemed worthy of possessing it. It is rumored that there are several attempts made by various factions of Goblindom if you quite recently to recover what they feel is an item that does not belong in human hands. Who's Huron? The Archmage Huron is one of the Asia's most celebrated spellcasters, and has frequently found himself at the odds of a variety of powerful personages over the years. Most believe that it is directly because of the power influence the elderly mage wields within his homeland, the kingdom of Ryosio. Huron, who happens to be blind, is thought by many to be the only living mage whose power rivals that of the Grey Mage. It has been rumored in recent years that the secret decree from Tissin's king Winrill has forbidden Huron from crossing into the kingdom that neighbors his own. Grey Mage remains one of the mysterious and powerful influential personages of all Sryth. By all accounts, the reclusive mage is supreme leader of the Grey Circle. Oh, he's leader of the Grey Circle. A political and magical powerful guild of mages. I know, I'm in it. Quartered in chamber in the Tower of Anarain in the city of Asphere. It is unknown if the Grey Mage has been seen by more than a handful of people over the last few centuries. Rumored that the Grey Mage communicates telepathically with the most powerful members of the Grey Circle, and so remains abreast of all that comes to pass throughout the realms. The Grey Mage is said to possess magical power beyond human comprehension. The Grey Mage's words on all matters which are made known from time to time, usually taken under careful consideration by all of Swiss rulers. Okay. Let's see. So outside of Sryth, there's other kingdoms. That's cool. All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. Certainly you've heard of it. He asks, regarding you with a curious glance. Telly gives you a brief account of the storied history of the tome and tells you that he's partnered with a powerful mage who's helping him replicate the book, so it's one that can be available to all worthy adventurers. It's true, I'm not proliferating the book, but the tome of entertainment is hardly something that can be presented to just anyone. Its powers are far too great to find their way into undesirable hands. I have vowed to personally dispense the tome at a fair price, mind, to only those adventurers whose heart and spirit harken back to the golden age of the profession. I am, after all, a mere steward of the powerful, peerless artifact here. Take a look at it, but don't open it. After examining the tome, just one of many tallies currently in his hand, you return the valuable book to him. You perhaps have just a bit more adventure to get in before I could, with clear conscience, make the tome valuable. You're off to a solid start, though. You must never relent. Have you ever made use of the tome? Certainly not. Okay, he says emphatically. Then, as if suddenly regrets the harshness of his reply, he softens his tone and issues a second, more thoughtful response. What I mean to say, Allison, is that I have never had the opportunity to make use of it, he states calmly, watching you closely as if to gauge your reaction to what he's just said. There's a small degree of peril associated with its use, but I wouldn't be so bold as to make it available to this age's greatest adventurers if I were convinced that its benefits vastly outweigh any small inconvenience that may or may not play. What? You ask if Tally has ever plans to make use of the tome, but he quickly changes the subject and offers you another mug of pale ale. What are you doing? A word looks suddenly passed over the master adventurer's face, and you immediately ask him if something is the matter. He nods and quickly motions for you to follow him outside. On the edge of the grassy meadow, just behind the newly constructed building, Tally sighs and points to the line of trees about 100 yards to the east. You may find this quite incredible, he says, his gaze fixed solidly on this tree, but this forest is slowly creeping this way. What? Before you can ask Tally why he's concerned about the growth of the forest, he again speaks, in his next word make you realize that the strange fixation of the wood is entirely valid. And I don't mean creeping in the usual way, he says, glancing over at you. 2 weeks ago I was paid a rather unpleasant visit. A mountain troll shaman appeared at my door and demanded quite forcefully that I relinquish him the tomes, all of them. I'm certain he's a small army of his miserable kin skulking somewhere nearby. As you might imagine, I replied with a flat of my axe and sent the wretched creature scurrying for the forest. I thought it odd at the time that would have been bold enough to approach me alone, and while I was glad to rid of his presence, I fear he must have had other devilry in mind, which is now plainly at work. Tally tells you that in the last few days, the edge of the forest has crept nearly 500 yards close to this very spot. He said that he believes powerful and dark goblin magic is at work within the wood, and the forest will continue to encroach upon his holdings until the trees are within striking distance. I've seen something like this twice before many years ago, he said. In both of those instances, the forest overran small, remote villages. The trees and plants became sinister, dreadful creatures, twisted by dark magic and bent on the destruction of whatever lay in their path. It's insidious and utterly against all reckoning. Horrific is most of the point, I think. Tally says the goblin shaman who he chased away from his cottage has been obviously placed a curse or other such magical malady upon the nearby wood. The goblins use some sort of medium to conduct and disperse his magic, and when in the summon at once such a grand scale. In the two previous incidents I mentioned that the medium had a glowing stone. No, bigger than your own hand, mind. It was the destruction of that medium that ultimately ended the wood's march. You ask Tallies why he hasn't gone to the forest to seek out the medium and stop the encroachment of the trees. And leave this place unguarded, he said. Ellison, can you imagine the repercussions such a rash act might have? Many an unscrupulous soul wanders this way, I'm afraid. You realize immediately that Tally is hinting that the task of entering the creep wood is tasked better taken on by another adventurer, you. Alright. I'll look. Tally grins and slaps you on the shoulder, exposing a surprisingly potent amount of might to the friendly gesture. You're the old line, he said proudly. I can only caution you to be ever on your guard in there, Allison. There's no telling what wickedness a goblin shaman can conjure up. Tally tells you that the object of your expedition into the creeping wood must be found and destroyed, whatever medium has been employed to channel the sinister magic that brought the forest to life. You'll mind to take care in there, he said, casting a wary gaze in the direction. I don't think I'd ever be right with my conscience if something foul were befalling you in that place. What you're asking me to go? Tally again thanks you and tells you to keep him updated on your progress as you explore the creeping forest. She reminds you that your mission must be to find and destroy whatever medium of that magic was been employed by the goblin shaman. With the destruction of that medium, which will undoubtedly emit a greenish sort of glow, as goblin mediums tend to do, the creep of the forest should come to an end. If it does not, we'll be pressed to take other measures, but I will not think of such things. You can't now know the relief it brings to me that you're on top of things, Allison. You asked Tally how you should go about destroying the medium in each jurisdiction for a few moments before answering. I destroyed only one myself, he said, though I've seen a couple of others brought to ruin over the years. Might the magic will do, though I'll caution you that they don't go down easily. You thank him for the information and promise to report back as necessary. The retired master adventurer meets you and shoulder across and thanks you once again. To explore the wood that has begun creeping toward Telly's new stone building and his beloved trading post, choose entering the creeping wood option from outside the trading post. Gotcha. Sure. We will, not this second, because I've come here to outfit myself. Telly's trading post nestled deep in the tangled forest west of Sryth is an imposing structure built entirely out of log and stone. It is commonly known that powerful magic protects the trading post, serving to deter any would-be thieves by trying to plunder its valuable inventory. Tally's a retired adventurer of great renown, spends his days peddling magnificent items he has collected over a lifetime of adventure, both in this world and beyond. The stocky bearded man, garbed in heavy cloth breeches and thick-walled tunic, doesn't look much like a daring adventurer, but his litany of illustrious deeds is stuff of legends. You should know that adventure tokens are the only form of payment Tally accepts. I have 6,992 adventure tokens. So let's do this. First and foremost, we want a better weapon. And then my skills are best in, I prefer slashing weapons. So we're gonna do, and that has the most in here, so good. Go to stats. This is the best one. Give me plus 52. Let's see, what do I have right now? I have Goblin Doom, which is one hand weapon, which I prefer one-hand weapons. And it does plus 10 and more against goblins. The horn does more against demons, dragons, and undead. This one's goblins and trolls. This is undead and demons. Undead and demons. Okay, I don't have the requirements for that. So we gotta have. And plus, I need something. This gives me agility, body, and might. So this is also agility, body, and might. But only one of each. Stats, agility, body, and might are all at 20 because of this. So this will give me agility, body, might, and luck. And it's good against goblins and the undead. I do need some aura, spirits, and luck. I don't need those actually. I mean, I think I always pick the horn, even though it costs an arm and a leg. It just gives me body and spirit, and I don't need body and spirit. But this was good against dragons too. I want a thing that's good against dragons. Is it one-handed? Yeah, it's one-handed too. Demons, undead, dragons, demons, and undead. Body, mind, and aura. Agility, body, might, and luck. I kind of want that sort of vengeance. It's only plus 35, but torn from the greater demon Adrossel. Deadly magnificent is right. I just don't need body and spirit. I need mind and luck. Fell blade of war. Agility, body, and might. Don't need it. Agility, body, might, and luck. Alright, let's see about another kind of weapon then. How about a stabbing one? Because I'm good with stabbing too, right? Yeah, seem good with stabbing too. It's the best version of this. The Claw of Cards and Mind and Spirit. I do need mind. I don't have the requirements for this. What does it require that I don't have? Shadow magic. Legendary Bardic Dagger. Dagger. These are like daggers. I don't like daggers. I don't like daggers. I can't stand daggers. Not that I can actually see anything. Slashing stays polearm. I'm bashing. Let's see what the bashing action has. The mace. Dismal Hammer of Doom. Sounds like a two-handed weapon for sure. Body, mind, and spirit. Body and might. Body and might. Good against dragons and goblins. I think I'll just skip the horn. And we'll get the others. We'll get the other stuff from somewhere else. So let's get back. Alright. Items. So we got a weapon. Let's go with shield next. Something that's gonna give me mind and luck. This one gives me mind. What does it have? Oh, I'm gonna get instructions soon. Jeez. I don't want to spend like 1,000 on everything though, so the shield I have right now is just melee 1, so I don't need any more spirit. Let go of spirit, okay? Griffin and Blaze. Shield of Virtue. Coiled Serpent Shield. Now we get into Body, Aura, and Spirit. Be good. Yeah, we'll do this one. Alright. Items. Continue browsing. Let's go to torso. Torso right now is just +4 stamina. This seems awesome. Okay, do this one. Back to browsing. No. Maybe this one instead, actually. Add this one. And put this one back. Alright. Good. Okay, items. Okay, shield, torso, head. Let's go head. Red mouse cap's pretty good though. It gives me aura. So I definitely need something that gives aura, agility, and luck though. This is 9-6. I could use some agility and luck. Agility and might. I think this one. Alright. Items. Head. Split gauntlets. Alright, continue browsing. Go back. We're doing hands now. This is +7 stamina. How about just give me this one? There's 7, yes. 10 stamina. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, let's see. Hands, shoulders, knees, and toes. Feet, arms, and legs. Look good on the neck. Good on rings. Jeez. Pretty good on back. Alright, what kind of pendant do I have right now? A glowing crimson pendant, which gives me body, might, and spirit, 9 and 12. Yeah, this is good. I don't need another one of these. Okay, head, hand, wrist. What I have on my wrist? Excuse me. Where's my wrist? Wrist is a thing? You're telling me I don't have anything on my wrist? I don't have anything on my wrist. Wow. We'll just put the gold bands of valor, because we're not trying to spend 1,000. Like the weapon, yes, but the armor, no. Alright, continue browsing. Let's go back. Okay, wrist, rings, good. Feet. Yeah, give me the most SP at a lower rate. That'd be the 27. Yeah, the 27 one is the one I want. Okay, continue browsing. Go back. Defeat. Okay, back. Right now my back is the Red Moss Cape, which is 6 and 1. It gives me aura. So I have to spend an arm and a leg. Really? Okay, what's this one with aura? Ruby. Sorcerer's Coat. Gives me 4. It doesn't give me any Neville Reserve. This one does. The Spiderweb Cloak gives me 8 Spirit, gives me 5 Emar, gives me the Neville, and it gives me, yeah, we'll do that. It's better. And it's not super expensive. Let's go back to inventory, continue browsing. So back, neck, we have enough on my neck. Waist. Yeah, waist is just a leather crap right now. It's trash. That's we should take that right. How about some dragon? I have enough spirit. Too much spirit. We could always use agility and luck though, so we'll do that one. Okay, keep going. Continue browsing. Go back. Alright, so waist, arms, whatever my arms right now. Yeah, we need arms. We need arms, legs, for sure. Tabards. What do we even put tabards? Is that like a back thing? And we already did shields. So we got arms. Anything will be better than what I have on, pretty much. I like this Master Huntsman sleeves. Sparky, no, right? Okay, continue browsing, go back. Then we're talking arms. We just did arms, right? Yeah, okay. So we're going with legs now. Whatever my legs. Crap. I can say that right now. It's crap on my legs. Yeah. Let's do that. I mean, we can do more Master Huntsman. I'm just saying, once I have all this stuff on, best be a 20 on everything. Okay. Tabards. Where does one wear a tabard? What is a tabard? Okay, well, what do I need? I need shadow magic. I can tell that right now. I mean, just let's go dragon them. Alright, I think that's it. That's a little over half of my points here, so it'll leave me about 3,000. Purchase. Yes, get it. Alright, that's it, you guys. So let's leave. Let's travel to southwest. Let's stop off at Durnsing and go to my dwelling. And then we'll just start putting on stuff that's better for me. So 244, 276, 241, 276. And then we'll see once this is done. What do I have on? Wrist I did not have. What is a tabard? I couldn't tell you. I think that's it. So I do want to drop Goblin Doom here because that's a good weapon. But the rest of the stuff I could sell. Oh no, my red moss stuff, we dropped that too. Because that costs an armor leg. I guess this is a magic belt. Oh, I haven't put it on. Okay. Alright, we're good. So let's save. So it's been a minute. And then leave, and let's go to the market and sell this junk. These chain boots are pretty good, actually. Chain mail, shirt, bandit sleeves. Okay. Anything else we want to sell in here? I don't think so. Sell it. Well, what split gauntlets were worth good money, but whatever. You're welcome. Alright, so there we go. 20 on all my attributes. And then we'll go to my dwelling as well, and then we're gonna we gotta get the power. So let's travel to Hawklore and do the windowless building and get my not that one. Apply stored experience, which gives me horsemanship and seamanship, and we can train those up here. So skills, horsemanship and seamanship, train it up, and then that'll be the end of this episode. We'll finally do the merc, huh? Yeah. After the merc, I'll be done for the day pretty much, and I can be excited about how much I played today. And we finally have all the powers and stuff, and I think we'll just do the shadow magic quest so I can get shadow magic, since I've outfitted myself to 332 and 357. I need more Neville. Oh, mother. Alright, skills. Astounding. Alright, there it is. Level 85. Alright, let's save again. It's probably been a minute. Yeah. Alright. that's it for this one. Next episode, we're absolutely doing the Merc. Get those last two powers, and then we can come back another week and do the proving grounds to get the magic. So we'll work on that next time. So thank you so much for joining me. You know what I'm gonna say. Peace. And then